somewhere in Mississippi, guys talking about sports and stuff. You can call them Ray and Rodney or Rodney and Ray. Anyway, it's the R&R show.
Yeah, y'all know me, being right, come here right, do the thing, today, it's the way that we gon' play today. I'ma talk, he gon' talk, we gon' talk, we gon' talk. At the end of the day, we gon' talk and you gon' listen, that's how I talk. I'm sure
Hey,
baby.
hey, look, Breezy, let me show you how to keep them dice rolling when you're doing that thing, boy.
Really, you gotta finish all too. Go,
All right.
go. Hold up. Like Josh.
Back on the scene with my brother Rodney with this flow on the R&R show. That's all I got, so let's go. What's good, bro? What's good?
We gonna slow it down, bro. What's good, yo?
Man, I can't call it, man. Just glad to be alive, man. Just glad to be alive. Just glad to be alive. So, once again, this is the R&R show. I want to welcome everybody. I'm trying to send out some text messages right now to let folks know that we are live, so folks don't be calling me. This is the R show. I am Ray.
I am Rodney.
Yeah. This is who we is. And y'all know what we like to do. We like to talk about sports and stuff. And first of all, like I want to do, like I always do about this time, I want to thank y'all and appreciate y'all for watching, following, sharing, liking us on YouTube, Me Too, We Too, Twitter, Facebook, Bookface. What's that old back in the day? That's MySpace, your space. Wide space, small space. We like to thank y'all. Thank y'all. Look here. And if y'all know somebody who ain't doing those things, make sure you tell them to tell their mom and them and tell their mom and them and tell their mom and them. And who else?
Daddy, if he's still around. This is
the R&R show.
Joe.
Welcome. Pull up a seat and sit down.
Let's do it. If you're in here, check in. Say, hey, we already got B. We already got Tony. You know where Tony from?
Columbus, Mississippi.
Hey, man, look. Good ride the other night. As long as we don't get lost, we straight. Following the wrong folks. That's what's up, though. Hey, if you're in here, holler at us. Let us know who you are, where you are. And make sure that you are doing a few things. Like it, share it, and then like Ray said, tell your mama now.
Tell your mama now. Tell them.
That's all I want you to do. Land Rider, hey, the statistician, get them Twitter fingers ready, Rider, because we've been calling on you, brother. We've been calling on you.
Riley, I think you are the unofficial. I'm gonna go ahead and make it official. You are the official R&R stat man. So actually, it's the R&R show.
I'm gonna get right. Hey, I'll tell you what, Riley, be available next week, brother.
Be available next week, Riley.
Be available next week, cause we're gonna get you in here.
You coming on, dog? You coming on?
You got to be on. So we're gonna go and get it. So look, this is what we're gonna do today. We ain't really got. It ain't a whole bunch going on in the sports world. A few small things. You know, NFL training camp, people fighting. What's new? They bring
Who's fighting?
The Eagles and the Colts. Yesterday.
Eagles and the Colts. San Francisco got in a little brawl.
Yeah, and then somebody else today got into a little brawl.
Oh, really?
It's, you know what? Let's hit that real quick. What do you think about them joint practices?
I don't like it. I've never liked it.
Because you're going to see each other in the game this week. And you have a joint practice.
It's just a rehearsed practice. That's all it is. It's a rehearsed practice, joint practice. That's all it is. And I've never liked it. I get it. I do get it. that you get tired of beating up on on each other or whatnot. But I've never been a fan of joint practices simply because this is a lot of times usually the result of fights and things of that nature. I mean,
To me, it's an easy way for
big fan of.
It's an easy way for for other teams and other players that are not so always friendly to get shots in and possibly cause injury to folks and just start issues throughout the practice anyway. Me and you don't like each other. We know we don't like each other, and we're in a practice. And the team that pay me ain't the team that pay you. So I don't really care what y'all talking about. So it's easier for me to be a disruption and to shut practice down. And to me, it's like you said, it's rehearsed because you're not gonna go over nothing that you're gonna use in a year anyway.
Right. It's just stuff that you're gonna use in the preseason game that you practicing, coming up, getting prepared for actually. Hey, can everybody hit that share button for me, please? Everybody hit the share button. Thank you.
One of the I saw it the other day that came up. One of the most famous joint practice injuries that we have ever seen, that you probably ever see, was when DeAndre Hopkins was in Houston.
Ooh, DeAndre Hopkins and who was that DB?
He was on Atlanta, wasn't he?
Oh my goodness.
He was right. He was bald-headed.
Come on, Tony.
You know what I'm talking about?
Who was that DB that D Hop was going up against, and they was talking noise to each other, and they got into a little scuffle. He's like, "Hey man, mind your mouth, or you gonna get these feet." And he
I don't feel no man. I don't feel God, homie. All I feel is God.
He went out there the next play and snapped his ankles.
Man, told that dude all his ligaments up in his leg.
It was his Achilles, wasn't it? Who was it?
Oh God, I forget who. I saw the video the other day.
Oh my goodness, though. I see his face and I can't call his name.
I'm finna find him. Hold on. Wait a minute. What up, Trill? I'm finna find him right now because that was a real, like, I'm gonna show you before I can,
Yeah, but but still though, I've never been a fan of the joint practices or whatnot. But hey, it is what it is.
Man, I forget.
Josh, all I got to say to you, Josh, is
D'Angelo Hall.
D'Angelo Hall.
Exactly. It is for real in practice.
In practice.
He was smooth. The man broke down and broke everything in his right leg. But look, so we're gonna go ahead and get into our division picks.
Hit that share button, folks. Hit that share button.
Riley say Jimmy Ward. No, Riley.
No. Look, stat man. You got to do better than that. Now you starting off wrong already.
We're finna give you the heads up, Riley. We're finna do the AFC and the NFC South today, so you can get ready and be ready to throw them out there on us. Okay, that's all we need you to do. AFC, NFC South, SOUFT South. So, which one you want to hit up first, bro?
Let's go ahead and hit the AFC.
AFC. But I know you might have looked at it. You remember the order from last year?
I do not remember the order from last year, but I'm gonna guess it.
Guess it out.
I'm gonna guess it out. I mean, if my memory is serving me correctly, what's up, default, baby? Stop all that Chiefs talk. We ain't ready for y'all yet. We ain't ready to talk about the Chiefs. Tune in next week. We'll talk about the Chiefs.
Hey, Mr. Sport.
I just came in here to say, go Chiefs. Well, go Chiefs, but put another word in the middle, in between go and Chiefs. But matter of fact, put two words in between go and Chiefs. Go Chiefs. Anyway, we got Jacksonville, Houston, the Colts, and Tennessee. And if I'm not mistaken, somebody, Riley, correct me if I'm wrong. This is where you come in. I think Jacksonville won the division last year, followed by Tennessee, then the Colts, and then Houston, if I'm not mistaken.
That is right.
Is that correct?
Sir. That is correct. That is correct. So, um, like and don't like. What you like about? Well, we just gonna start at the bottom since you went to the bottom. We gonna start with Houston. What do you like about Houston?
Nothing.
What
Nothing.
I like the fact that they got the coach. I like the coach.
I don't.
You don't like the coach?
I never agreed with him taking that job. As a matter of fact, I feel like this job is
a face saver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of get that impression with that. And
okay, they gave him nothing. They just
he have absolutely nothing to work with. Yeah, you got CJ Stroud as your rookie quarterback, but I mean, dude, you got a crap show.
D for the win.
Well, I can't say that because I've never been.
Hey, the stadium it look good on TV. I'm gonna lie.
Yeah, it look good. Yeah, they got green grass. But look here. I mean, I there's nothing about Houston that is going to be eye-popping me, and they're going to be just as bad this year as they were last year. What's that? What's the coach name? Oh gosh, he was the San Francisco's defensive coordinator. He was linebacker for Alabama. Come on, D'Amico Ryan. Yeah, he got a nice smile. He's very enthusiastic and all this kind of stuff. But I really feel like he's like a year removed from being the defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers, and I really feel like he don't have enough coaching experience under his belt to be taking that head coach. Now, him being a black man taking a head coaching job, I like that idea. But for this organization, the organization that also made the statement, you can't let the prisoners, the inmates run the asylum, that organization, I don't like him going to that organization, because look how they did Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson went to and announced his displeasures of them not involving him in any of the major decision making as far as the team goes, as far as bringing weapons in and things of that nature. And they told him, yeah, we're gonna value your voice and value your opinion. And what did they do? They go and cut D-Hop without even saying anything to him. He never even saw it coming. So this organization, to me, I find to be untrustworthy. And it's a crap show right now. And it's gonna continue to be this coming up season.
Well, I tell you what I don't like is pretty much everything you said, and basically it's what they do to coaches that they don't really want. They want to satisfy the requirement, and then they don't want to give you enough to do nothing with. But you build the culture, you build the players, and then when they get to the point to where, hey man, they're gonna turn the corner next year, they just got rid of the coach that did all the work. Now the coach look bad, but the person that come behind him gonna look good because they're gonna be competitive.
And that's what I'm expecting to happen.
Right. Last year they weren't competitive, but at the same time, they were technically, I mean, you could see it, they were trying not to be competitive. They were trying for the #1 pick. All throughout the organization, all through everything, to get the quarterback they wanted.
But you remember how they did Lovie Smith?
Yeah,
I forget what game that they were playing. They tried to get him to tank that game.
And they tried him.
What was it? They're like, don't go for it or something like that. It was like, kick the field goal. And he was like, kick the field goal? Okay. Go for it. Right. And that's ultimately. And after they told him he was going to be let go.
Yeah. So it's at the point where I think they're going to have to do something other. I do think that they'll be better than last year, but they're still going to be bottom of the division.
I don't.
Better than last year, but they'll be bottom of the division. So yeah, we're going to see. But like I said, they tried to lose games last year. This was no accident. Who we got next? Indianapolis.
Oh, hey, look at what Josh said. Hey, can't overlook that point that Josh said also about the allegations appeared with Watson when he asked to be out. Ooh, timing.
Yeah, they appeared when he asked to be out because they control that too.
Exactly.
They knew they set up half of it. But when he wanted his way, they said, "Oh, we got this on you." And then because it came out that they were involved in it as well, so you can't take that part. But they did release the worst part first, and then they found out after that. So yeah, you're right, Josh. And Houston is toxic to I think it's toxic to the league and to anybody that try to do right in the organization. It's not right for them. If you go down and try to do right, you might well forget it.
Houston is the new Washington. I'm gonna say Redskins, not Commanders, Redskins.
Well, you know they can bring that back. You heard that? They trying to bring that name back. You heard that?
They're trying to bring who back?
The Redskins name.
Yeah, I hope not. Leave it at
bring it back. And guess who's spearheading it? Guess who's spearheading it?
Who?
A Native American group.
Well, guess what? They won't win. They won't win. Because where were they? Where were they when people were when the same Native? Well, I ain't gonna say the same Native Americans. Where were they when this other group of Native Americans was a war crime for them to drop the name? I didn't hear nobody. I didn't hear no Native Americans saying they ain't had no problem with it. So hey,
you got to look at this too, though, right?
I ain't never had no food out of Houston either, so I can't speak.
The climate is different. A lot of stuff that we talked about right there to get stuff going is different.
Tupac over here hollering Eagles. We ain't ready to talk about this.
Well, come to Texas, right there, you can see.
If I come to Texas, I'm coming to San Antonio. I'm not coming to Houston.
We going to Houston.
No, you go to Houston.
We're
going to the Wall.
Indianapolis, yeah.
All right, back to the coach. Yeah, let's go to the coach.
Indianapolis coach. What we got? What don't you like about the coach? Tell me that.
Oh, man. I hate all these. I hate the circus that's going on with Taylor, and I hate to see him leave the coach because Richardson, the rookie quarterback, I like that pickup from out of Florida. He's looked pretty good in during these preseason games and whatnot, but he needs some polishing. Of course, he's a rookie. But what I hate about it is this Taylor deal, man. They granted him his wishes on looking for another home as far as the trade goes and whatnot. And I hate that because I want to see him grow with the Colts, and I want to see them put something together in Indianapolis, man. And I want to see that program come back, that organization come back to its old days of glory, because that division, and not talking about the Jags, but everybody up in that division, man, pretty much is trash. So it's up to grabs, and they can give the Jags a run for their money if they had a defense worth a daggone for one. And then Irsay, and I hate the way Irsay came out to the public and made the little statement back here a couple of weeks ago talking about if me and him talking about Taylor will die today, won't nobody miss us. The NFL will go on. No, won't nobody miss your drunk A. Won't nobody miss you. But the NFL will miss Taylor. I'm just saying.
This is the problem I got. So they was 4-12 last year with one of the best running backs in the league and one of the worst quarterbacks in the league, Matt Ryan. It is what it is. Okay. So everybody is man, they doing it wrong. If I'm the running back and I'm getting treated, my owner and coach don't come out and say it. Well, the owner basically come out and say it that the running back position is the most devalued position in the league, and it ain't no value in it. But then turn around and say you can request a trade. Well, good well that the team still has the authorization over the trade, and they're gonna try to trade him for a whole lot. There's two things that's different. You say I ain't worth nothing, but then you try to trade me for a whole lot. There's a lot. That team is almost as dysfunctional as Houston.
Yeah.
because
but it's all Jim Irsay.
It's a circus. It's all him. And because just think about it. Not last year, but the year before, they was right there in the playoffs. They was right there in the playoffs. But they have quarterback issues. They're killing quarterbacks, first of all. And then they treating their people like crap. So who gonna want to come and play and do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody likes the coach because one, it's a toxic environment. Two, you got
Is it toxic? Can you really say that the coach organization is toxic? I don't think the organization itself is toxic. I just think that Irsay himself is.
So what that would make the organization toxic?
Not necessarily, because you can have a butthole of a leader, but that doesn't mean everybody under him are buttholes. Everybody under him can be running the organization, ship shape.
I would still say he's making it toxic because don't nobody like to work for a butthole. If I don't like to work for you, I'm not going to give you 100. That's toxic.
But look, no. That you still describing him. You said the organization is toxic.
He runs the organization.
That doesn't mean the organization is toxic. He is.
He is the organization. He runs the organization. So I'm just saying that's where it comes from. If that leader is not toxic and running everything the way it's supposed to be, then you wouldn't have people wanting to leave because they talking crap about you. Believe me, Jonathan Taylor is leaving. He ain't the only one that's feeling like that. You can put money on it. He ain't the only one feeling like that. That's why he can do that because he is one of the more valued people in the league. But you gotta look at it now. He is speaking up because he can go get it. The next dude in line or the next dude fight for his job or the next dude that's not as great as Jonathan Taylor can't say that because nobody care. Ain't nobody. I'm not gonna go up there and talk crap about my job when you better than me. And then you leaving, what I'm gonna do? No, I'm gonna go get this money. I hate working for you, but I gotta get paid too. It ain't gonna come out. But believe me, he don't want to feel like that. And that's what I mean by a toxic environment. It's affecting everybody on the team. And now, with his toxic remarks and everything about the running back, the quarterback finna pay for it. I hate it for the rookie because
how is he gonna pay for it?
Listen, check this out. If you ain't worried about the running game and you got a rookie quarterback.
Okay, all right, to that point. Okay, I got you. I understand.
What's to help him out? Nothing. So yeah, they finna tee off on that dude if they don't get it right.
Hey, did they trade T.Y. Hilton?
T.Y. Hilton played in Dallas last year, remember?
Right. That's what I thought.
I mean, I don't think he's here.
Hey, Mom! Hold up. Stop.
No,
hey, Mom! Hey, Mom!
Hold on. Hey, baby.
Don't you start. Oh, I'm putting the wrong way. Don't you start. But John said they released him. John said they released him. Hey, Libby. My family member. All right, look here. While y'all on here saying, hey, y'all hit that share button too.
Hit that share button. Hold on, wait a minute. Hit that share button.
All right, let me ask you this. What is it that you like about the Tennessee Titans?
Experience. That's all I can give you. Experience. Because their coach knows how to coach. Their defense is always in the game. And they got a running back that's a monster, which makes it easier for the quarterback. So they have a lot of potential to do a lot of good things.
And I got to stop you. I'm sorry.
You asked me. I ain't asked you. You asked me.
Yeah, I did. But you said they helped the quarterback. We're talking about Tannehill, man.
I said potential. Do you think Tannehill will be as even a question? Would you even talk about Tannehill if they didn't have a running game?
I'm just saying. You said that he helped the quarterback.
His running game though. We just established that. When we talk about
do nothing for Tannehill.
Believe me, Tannehill will be worse off without Derrick Henry.
I agree. But he still sucks. He's still awful. He's still awful. He is not a good quarterback.
That is the point. Tannehill would not be the starter. Derrick Henry was not there.
Man, you talking out of both sides of your neck.
I'm telling you the truth. You know good and well, if there was not a running game, you could not put Tannehill back there. You agree?
My mama on. I'm trying to act right. Look.
You tell me the truth.
Listen.
Listen,
Linda, listen.
No, Linda's your mama.
Oh, that's right. Look. But look, dude.
Come on.
I understand you saying if you take Derrick Henry away that he's going to be trash. I understand that. But the point that you're not getting is he's already trash.
But he's trash in the bag. He ain't just around the street running around trash. I agree with you. He ain't worth nothing. I don't like him as a quarterback. But you asked me, when I said that their running game makes it easy for the quarterback. I didn't even say Tannehill.
No, you said make the quarterback better. You didn't say make it easy for them. You said make the quarterback.
If it makes the quarterback better, then it makes them better. But technically, you could put any real quarterback back there, and they're going to look good or decent or look better than Tannehill.
I tell you what.
You give me Anthony Richardson in that offense, and I'll take him over Tannehill today.
I tell you what. They got D-Hop. That's a big plus, right?
Oh, yeah, that's going to help out.
That's a big plus, right?
That's going to help out.
All right, yes, it's going to help out. Let me ask you this. They had A.J. Brown.
They traded A.J. Brown.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. I know what they did. I'm talking about what did Tannehill do when he had A.J. Brown with Derrick Henry running in the backfield.
A.J. Brown was beasting when they had the Titans.
A.J. Brown was beasting. But what did Tannehill, what did he do?
Somebody had to throw him the ball. Right?
All right.
You remember they had two receivers. It was A.J. Brown and somebody else. Who's the other dude on the other side of A.J. Brown?
I can't think at the moment.
Come on, Riley. You know what I'm talking about. But that passing game is what took them all the way to the division. Man, they went deep in the playoffs with that squad. And then they messed up and traded A.J. Brown. And he had nowhere to go. Then he started to suffer because the rookie that they got was supposed to be the replacement for A.J. Brown. It didn't work out because it was not necessarily. It was an experiment to find out that failed because we got something. We don't need A.J. Brown. We can get more receivers just like him and still do the same thing. No, you can't. You fail because the receiver makes your quarterback better and your running game makes your quarterback better. When they figured out that they ain't got to worry about their receiver down the field no more, all they had to do is focus in on the run. So the team suffered because they got rid of the work stuff that was working.
All right.
I ain't lying. That's what happened. That's why everybody got so upset when they traded A.J. Brown. Titans fans about that jumping out building.
They just need to do better at the quarterback position. And I like what Tony said. Levis will start by mid-season. I don't think it'll take that long.
So he got drafted last year?
Yep. Kentucky.
Last year. And so I am hearing that he's way better because last year, they tried to put him in a couple times. He wasn't ready.
Who? Malik Willis?
I just want to think about Malik Willis. I'm sorry. Malik Willis. And they say Malik Willis is way better than last year. I wouldn't be surprised if Malik Willis was number 2 before the end of the season.
Hey,
and Levi would be
right. But I would be surprised if Tannehill would be sitting on the bench by the first bye week.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a lot. All right. Let's see. What these folks saying over here? It ain't making Tannehill better. I like the Jags in the division. Yep, I said it. Well, guess what, B? All three of us is saying it.
All of us saying it.
All three of us is saying it. Oh, did I give away my number one in that division?
No, you didn't. Come on with it. Let's go.
All right.
Why do you like the Jags?
Why I like the Jags? I like what Trevor Lawrence is going to be. I love the way he, oh my gosh, what's the name of their coach is, man? He came in and he gave this man back his confidence because Urban Meyer was a joke of a coach, pretty much killed. He was on his way to killing Trevor Lawrence's career. but I like the way they turned it on mid-season, and ultimately the way they came back against the San Diego Chargers in that playoff game, man. He's showing a lot of promise. Um, excuse me. Woo. But what's the wide receiver name from Alabama that he got?
Ridley, Calvin
Ridley. I think somebody said something about them early. Hey, can everybody hit the share button, please? What up, Chen? You think the Jags are going to the great? Hey, man, let me tell you something. You sound like a Cowboy fan, so I'm gonna overlook that. Look at him. I'm getting to the Jags D. I really feel like the Jags D is going to be all right. The Jags D was there last year. Well, sometimes the Jags D was there last year. And the way the Jags defense looked the entire season, if you want to know how they looked the entire season, look at that playoff game that I was just alluding to, how they gave up 150 points in the first quarter and then turned around and decided to want to play defense in the end of the second, going into in the second quarter, going into the second half. And they play lockdown defense. And that's the Dr. and Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Really got a vengeance on the league watch. Okay.
I just think he's gonna go out there and do what he ain't been doing, which is ball out. I
do too.
Because he did that to himself. It wasn't nothing that was wrong with anybody else or saying he got caught up or I did this wrong or I was leaving. I just think he's gonna go out there and do what he's supposed to be doing. What he was doing in Atlanta before he got messed up. I don't think it's a vengeance thing because I think he just learned. He just said, I'm going to go out here and ball out. That's what I think. That's what I feel. I don't think he is a vengeance because he did it to himself. What's Sam talking about?
Hey, he talking about that the Jags' defense is trash. The Jags' defense ain't just trash. I mean, like I said, they played Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Yeah, some games they were great. Some games they were just straight awful.
Right, and that comes with growing as a team.
Exactly.
Because they grew off of a year where, like you said, they was coached by a clown, and then they got a real coach in there, and now everything is starting to come to fruition. Everything's coming to the end. Everything coming to the head. The quarterback came up. We saw him come up big time. The offense came up. Now they got some help on the receiver side.
The entire culture of that organization.
Everything is coming up. Everything's coming up. So. They finna win. They not already just enough. They finna win the division, Josh.
No, right. No, Josh. No.
They finna win. And they're gonna be just enough. They finna win the division.
No, they finna win it outright.
Easy, right?
They're gonna win their division. And Josh, if you think Josh, if you think they're gonna do just enough to get them in the playoffs, who do you? I'm interested in knowing who do you have winning that division. That's really interesting to me.
So let me ask you, Ray, what's your order division?
The same as last year. It's gonna fall in that order. The same as last year.
Okay. Thank you, Josh. Okay. Because when we read that, we just saw. So we got to figure it out now.
So I got the Jags, Tennessee, the Colts, and Houston. That's how I got them finished.
That's what I got too. I don't see no change in it. The bottom two gonna be the bottom two. But I don't see the Texans winning as much as the Colts. I think the Colts win more than the Texans by a few games. So, but nowhere near relevant.
Right.
So who we got?
If we have any first-time viewers on here tonight, man, tell me where you're from. Tell me who you is. Tell me where you're from. Thank y'all for coming in. Because I did talk to a couple of cats in the gym today. One guy even overheard me talking about the podcast and whatnot. He was like, hey, man, I like to support you guys, especially two black gentlemen getting their thing on, whatever. And, his name was Eric, man. Real cool dude. So if y'all in here, man, let me know where you at.
He must know what he called a gentleman. Look, we don't... We're going to shoot on to the next group.
What? Houston ahead of Indy?
Who said that?
You know what? Actually, that's kind of a toss-up.
It can be, especially if they trade Jonathan Taylor.
Yep.
Especially if they trade him, and depending on what they get for him.
If Jonathan Taylor's still there, I'm giving Indy the nudge over Houston.
I mean, me too. But I don't know. Houston might surprise us.
Yep.
Might.
All right. We need Willie Petty on here for this next one, man.
Man, I wish I could have got him. He had a. I tried to get him. He had a thing going on this evening. He couldn't get on right away. So
hey, look here. Throw this whole division away. You know what? We need to replace this division with the 4 teams left in the Pac-12.
Boy, you're wrong. Get to the standards, man.
Hey, Chen, look here. Look what Chen said. Chen said, I can't choose not one team in this division. Just terrible. It's just like the NFC East about 2 years ago. It was the same way.
I mean, well, look, we can go back and we can name a couple that went through the same rotation. But this one right here, this way worse than NFC East.
I don't know about that.
No,
sir.
Look, at least in the NFC, hold up. Let me tell you this. At least in the NFC East, there was some potential.
No, it wasn't.
From 2 teams.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, you can't find
it wasn't.
And nobody in
that whole division was trash for like a long time.
Look, hey, I'm just
and I'm not just talking Noah's here. They really were trash. 8-8 win a division?
9-8 gonna win this one.
Yeah, maybe 9-8.
All 8 wins gonna come against the same.
Oh, all right. Look here. Doggone. I mean, I'm just saying, Chad. I mean,
now look.
He been putting some cognac in his protein shake.
I will agree with that, but you had the same thing happen in other divisions in other years. It was just that time of year for that one. Same thing happened to the NFC West. Same thing happened to the NFC North. It is what it is, baby. This dude say 6 wins.
The first one to 6. But look, real talk.
Come on, real talk. You on the real talk? You ain't lied yet.
But look,
I'm with you.
Since we're talking about, since your boy brought up Baker Mayfield,
who brought up Baker Mayfield?
Tony.
Okay.
I think Baker Mayfield will have the best season of his career, simply because the weapons that he got to work with in Tampa Bay.
Now,
Evans and the crew.
Now, since you done brought that up, that's the only thing that's going to determine if Tampa Bay wins the division.
I'm going to get to you, B. Just hold on 1 second. I'm going to get to you. Say it again. All right.
I said that's going to be the only thing to determine what wins the division for them is Baker Mayfield to me. If Baker Mayfield can come in and be productive for a whole year without any crap, I mean, you know, they'll be decent enough to win the division. But it's just like this. You got to show it to me instead of telling me what you're going to do. So you can talk about him all day. People can say, Baker this, Baker that. But before that quarterback got hurt, Baker was struggling for his starting position. Like, they were battling for the starting position. And tell me who the second quarterback was.
Chanton, yeah, you're right. But they were the Browns.
A dysfunctional Browns that got rid of the best receivers you have ever seen in your life for no reason. Come on now, Chan. All you had to do was throw in the ball. It wasn't like he was double covered all the time. They got tape showing the man open. Baker threw interceptions. Baker throw incomplete passes. It was done on purpose, and it was on him. It wasn't on OBJ. Come on. And then look, this dude had a whole squad behind him. Like 3 of the best running backs in the league. Could have been 3 of the best running backs in the league.
Yeah, you kind of like, you know.
He pissed it away. I'm sorry.
You kind of proving Chanton point now.
He pissed it away. Nah, okay. So we're
gonna get to the Saints. Everybody talking about the Saints. Yes, the Saints will win this division.
I think It's gonna be. I can agree with that. Only if Baker be Baker.
You know what? I say the Saints. I say the Saints not because of the obvious, Derek Carr and Thomas and all them other cats and Kamara and all them on the offense side. I'm just talking about the defense alone. Saints got one of the best defenses in the entire NFL. They got a really great defense.
They got red crazy
and with this division right here, I think they'll be heads and shoulder over this division simply because of the defense alone.
That right there is what.
No, ain't gonna be no finger licking W. He gonna have to stay on the bench.
Go over there and just call out plays and do his little silly dances or hype people up. That's all he gonna have to do. I can't stick with this dude. And what I said 3 years ago is alive today. He's not mature enough to run that position. I don't care how many yards he had in that year. I don't care how many interceptions. I don't care about the LASIK surgery. He still was that same dude after that. Everybody, no, you got to give him a chance. No, I don't. I've seen it. It is what it is. So that's that. Now, to me, this is going to be the thing. That's going to
I think Kamara is out 4 games, Tony.
It's 3 or 4. It's 3 or 4 games. But Carr is going to be the one that makes that team go far. And everybody's still down on Carr. Boy, Carr that. Carr is an average, middle-of-the-road quarterback that can be enough. And everybody like, he that. I'm like, man, look, go look at Carr's stats. And Carr has not been on some great teams. And Carr, you can put Carr stats up against Kirk Cousins stats any day. They're just from gameplay. So you can't say Carr's a horrible quarterback. He's just a middle-of-the-road quarterback that needs some help.
But you know what, Carr? You remember Carr being that dude before he broke his ankle, though? He had that MVP-ish like season
that year when he hurt his ankle, and ever since then, it's hard to get back to that point after an injury. So I like him. I like the defense. They still got what's the dude with the mustache, Cam Jordan. They still got the Honey Badger, right?
Yeah.
It's another dude that's a corner that they got. Is it crap? I can't remember his name. But either way, the defense is solid. They can get out of their
Tony, yes, sir. Yeah, I feel like he's better than Tannehill. I feel like he's a better overall quarterback than Tannehill. Yeah, Tannehill is more mobile, but I think Carr is a better quarterback than Tannehill.
Bruh, Carr a better quarterback than Tannehill in his sleep. Carr is proven. Tannehill still ain't proved himself yet, and he's on a decent team where he can get stuff done. He still can't do it without all the weapons. I think Carr can. So, yeah, he better than Tannehill.
I can't tell you anything about the Falcons. No more than they
got a new quarterback. Mariota played for the Eagles.
Hey, who's gonna be the starting quarterback for the Falcons? I can't tell you nothing about him.
What my stat man? Let me find out. Man, that's crazy. Let me find out. We know who the quarterback is for the Panthers, bro.
Bryce Young.
What are you gonna do? I got a little quib on that too.
I just hope he stay healthy, because the Panthers they're definitely rebuilding. They sold the farm last year, so they're definitely rebuilding on both sides of the ball. But so I'm not expecting anything out of them. They may finish last. I think they'll be fighting. They'll be fighting the Atlanta Falcons for last place.
Okay, you got Desmond Ritter and Tyler Heineke.
I like Heineke
for the Falcons.
I like Heineke. I like him. I like what he did in Washington.
Yeah, he was okay in Washington. He's okay.
Right about that, Tony. Ice up. That's exactly what he's gonna do.
Man, look. Let me tell you what. And this ain't just a knock on this team, but these teams nowadays are putting rookies out there to get killed. And I've been here at the quarterback position. That's the one position in my heart, in my football background, and looking and watching and paying attention. It's not a place for a rookie to start unless you got everything that someone's gonna need to get started. If you ain't got no O line, if you ain't got no running back, and then you ain't got no receiving core, and if you ain't got no coach work for nothing, why are you starting a rookie to end
I do
his
not, and I never agree with that, Rodney. I
career?
never agree with putting your rookie quarterback for the future out there with a team that's pretty much. I mean, I'm gonna just say an offensive line that can't even hold they bowels in. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see him in
I
the
don't, I
preseason?
don't, I don't, I don't agree with why set your quarterback up for failure for the rest of his career, because that does something to a quarterback's psyche when he come in like that, running for his life.
Carl in Texas.
There are very few and special quarterbacks that can come in their rookie year and take control and do what they do their first rookie year as a starter behind center. But for the most part, a lot of these quarterbacks, man, been thrown out there like that. And that's why I kind of hate that CJ Stroud being thrown out there right now, because they're rebuilding. I hate they have to rebuild on his own. You know, he should not be starting. To me, I feel like quarterbacks should sit and get some mentorship. You know, in practice if they're ready or not.
I mean, it ain't got to be the first. You know, I can feel like the first season to give him some time in there or whatnot, but I can't see it happening. You know, at the beginning of the season, like there's no way a rookie should be starting at the beginning of the season unless it's due to injury. But outside of that, man, say that dude, let him watch, let him learn. You starting a rookie, you've already committed to losing the season anyway. Because ain't you not going to go in there and be that dude to do that. So,
you know what? Tony said something here. Tony said coaches don't get a lot of time to develop them, and you are exactly right. But you got to look at the pressure that's being put up on the coach to put them out there, simply because the guaranteed money that first round draft, and this usually the quarterbacks that's first round, the rookie round that's getting this guaranteed money that they get in first round causes a lot of the coaches to be pressured to put them out there. That's just my opinion.
It just go back to me when we've seen quarterbacks get shell shocked, and regardless of their talent level, regardless of their leadership level, they are never the same. It's a jump from college to the pros that's different, and everybody's like, oh, he's gonna do good in the pros. How many Heisman Trophy winners you done seen come from, and not even their first year, still be trash? So it's this right here. At least 3, in my opinion, because you can build. That's how you build your team. You let that quarterback sit 1 to 2 for sure, and you build with pieces around him so that when he gets in there, there's no worries, so that he can have a reason, options to be successful. And at that point, if it's on him, it's on him. And Rodgers didn't start.
But the thing about that, B. The 4 years to develop. Hold up, Rodney. I saw it too. Just hold on 1 second. I got something. Look, but he can stay 4 years to develop. But there's a difference between college speed and NFL speed. You can stay 5 years in college, 6 years in college. But when you get to the NFL level, that's a totally different speed. You hear a lot of quarterbacks talk about the speed of the game. And about this Reggie Bush was not a quarterback.
He's still trying to get his
He was nice, but he was not a quarterback.
He's still trying to get his Heisman back. So,
and as he should.
I mean, you know, I feel it. But check this out. Go on with your picks, because we finna wrap this up.
All right. I got simply because Willie Petty is an Atlanta fan, I got them coming in last. I got Carolina on top of them. I got Tampa Bay running a close second to New Orleans, who will win the division because of their defense.
Okay. So I got a small difference. I got the Saints like you got on top. Tampa Bay second for sure. I got the Falcons coming in third, and I got Carolina at the bottom. Just for the simple fact that rookie quarterback is finna be in the world of shame. Finna be in the world of hope. And I don't like
Yep.
it. And the team ain't it's crap. So that's where we at on that, man. That pick, that whole division, like you said, is trash. Now
Throw it away.
we could very well see Tampa Bay click and be something both on offense and defense.
And for the sake of the division, I hope that they do. Make this division interesting. And make it interesting because of wins, not because everybody is losing.
Right. Because at the same time, the Saints could also click. All they've been needing is a solid quarterback.
Tony got Saints, Falcons, Bucks, Panthers. Tony, I'm interested to know why you got the Falcons second. Everybody else drop yours. Who y'all got in this division?
I think Bear dropped his already.
Yeah, Bear dropped his off. He said, let me go back up here. Oh, that was Chanton. Chanton said Saints, Falcons, Bucks, Carolina.
Same thing.
Yeah.
So look, I'm everybody a little feel good about the Saints. So I'm gonna roll with the Saints, but I think Tampa Bay has it if Baker Mayfield can do his thing.
Saints, Bucks, Falcons, Panthers. All right.
Devin.
What up, Dave? Devon Gravies.
Okay. And we got that one. All right, cool.
Bucks.
Cool.
All right. I did say Bucks in a close second. So hey, I respect it.
I think a close second with first play though. Not third.
No, I'm talking about David got the Bucks. Oh, you got the Bucks at third.
Now the attorney got the Bucks. I got the Bucks at second. So
you got the Bucks at second. Devin got his first.
Yeah, I see.
Get you some act right. Hold on. Get you some act right. Look who in the building. The Reverend.
Hello, honorable Robert.
No. Tell that man you were talking earlier when Mama was on. They ain't how you was on.
You know, I wasn't talking to her. I was talking to him. I was talking to her.
Well, Daddy, after the show over with, just hit rewind.
Don't go back and watch.
David said Pittsburgh.
Do
y'all predict something good for the Steeler Nation? You know what, Daddy?
We're gonna do that next week.
We can do that next week. We got the Steeler prediction next week.
We're gonna do it just for you.
Hold up. We did that last week. Yes, we did. We did that division last week. We sure did. Well, good thing I keep notes.
I got my notes.
Answer your question.
I have to deal with the bottom of the division, but
I got Pittsburgh finishing third in your division simply because Pickett will not be ready yet. And y'all need some more added pieces. Can you keep TJ Watt healthy? Because we know that when TJ Watt is not on the field, that defense is totally different.
We're gonna fly with you when you go up there and bathe him in some holy oil because he needs all his extremities. But look, let me see what Chain saying.
There is no hope for the Steelers, but you can continue to pray for me. Wrap it up.
Let's go. That's the end of the show.
Daddy, put God on him. Put God on him, Daddy.
Hey, Chain, you close this out, boy. Look, we had another one, but we shot on time. We gonna get it time. We'll bring it up next week. And look. Now you better use that. Hold up. Let me find this music for a good rap.
Oh boy.
Oh Lord. Y'all don't. What Josh said. Let's see if I can find it, John. There it is, John. I'm gonna find it, John.
Turn it up!
And coming to you from probably somewhere in Mississippi, just guys talking about sports. Ray and Rodney and Ray, whatever. It's the R&R show.
Thank y'all for tuning in, man. It's been a pretty good show. Thank y'all for tuning in. Tune in next week next week, we will be talking about the AFC West and the NFC West. AFC West, NFC West next week.
West it is. Hey, y'all be good. We appreciate y'all. Good revenue.
Once again, thank y'all. Thank y'all.
James Potter be here now. Come on, good revenue. No,